Jonathan Lamb is an oil and gas analyst at the finance and investment group Wood & Company. He joins us now. Hello, Jonathan. I wonder if you can just give us an update on what the oil price is doing currently, because it has been quite up and down.
Yes, well, the news that there may be an Israeli attack on Iranian nuclear facilities has obviously pushed the price of oil up today. We had been experiencing a downward trend in the oil price, and then at reasonably regular intervals we'll get one of these scare stories and oil prices will jump up again before settling down to lower levels.
So how seriously is the market taking this?
At the moment, I don't think the market is taking this extremely seriously. There's a number of different scenarios of things that could happen, from fairly unimportant to extremely important. And if we were pricing in the more scary scenarios, then I think the price would have gone up a lot more than it has done.
I mean, how seriously would an Israeli strike on Iran actually affect global supply, bearing in mind the sanctions already on Iran severely constrains their ability to trade in oil?
Well, don't forget that despite sanctions, Iran is still producing more than 3 million barrels per day of oil, and they've found ways to sell some of this oil to a number of different buyers. So if Iranian oil came off the market, that in itself would mean that some of these buyers would be scrambling around for alternatives, and the market would be short. The big threat always with Iran is that they have stated on a number of occasions that if they're attacked, they would actually shut the Straits of Hormuz. And then we potentially see Saudi oil being taken off the market as well, which obviously would have a much more serious impact.
We've also seen recently that the United States has increased its stocks of crude oil. And I'm wondering if you can look at these variable factors and give us any kind of a prediction on where you think the oil price could be going.
It's extremely difficult because of the number of different possibilities that might happen. So I think if we say what is the most likely scenario is that there wouldn't actually be any disruption to Iranian or Persian Gulf oil supplies, then we continue to be in a market where the trends tend to be downwards. Prices have been under a lot of pressure since, for the last month and a half or so, we've seen oil vary between $60 and $70 a barrel. Without some big external force, that's probably where it's going to remain. But whether we get that big external force is yet to be seen.
Yeah, it is indeed. Thank you so much, Jonathan Lamb, oil and gas analyst at the finance and investment group Wood & Company. Thanks for your time.